We turn to dancing on ice. Before the series got underway, Anton Ferdinand popped in and saw us. At the time, he thought his skating abilities were a touch sketchy. He was a little bit worried going into it, but he's doing well. He's still in there. He's not. I'm told by George, who's been keeping an eye on it, our producer. He's not been in the dance-off or the equivalent of, and he joins us now. Hi, Anton.
How you doing? You okay?
Yeah, good. It sounds like you're enjoying it.
Yeah, I am. I am thoroughly enjoying it. It's hard, but I'm really, really enjoying it.
Is it? I mean, as the kind of what's been the secret then? As I said, you've not found yourself at the bottom of the table. So, what's been the secret in your just hard work? I suppose being a professional sports person helps, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's in terms of being in this competition, this TV show, is the hard work every day. The being able to repeat steps and routines. You know, I've always said, as long as I work hard through the week, what happens on Sunday happens, you know, and so far so good.
Good stuff.
Have there been a lot of injuries in the series? Because it often is a program that often gets plagued with that.
Yeah, there has been quite a few injuries that have happened, unfortunately, to some great people. But, you know, that's part and parcel of figure skating and doing a show like this. People forget how dangerous figure skating actually is, you know, and we're only the celebrities and contestants that are involved in this now. We're only like three and a half months in terms of actually stepping on the ice. Some of us for the first time. So when you put it into context like that, it's very, very difficult.
You're looking very trim down the line there, Anton. Have you done a bit of weight doing it, have you?
I have. That's been the other blessing. Because, you know, it's like I've been retired 6 years and the retirement body is very, very different to when you were playing.
Did you need this, you think? A bit of kind of competitive spark? Is that the way it's felt?
Yeah, definitely. I think for me personally, and if there's one thing that I must say about Dancing on Ice and how great the production and everything around it has been. Dancing on Ice allowed me to feel a lot more like Anton Ferdinand again. You know, and because when you retire, especially all sports people go through this, when you retire, you lose a sense of your identity. You know, and now that I'm doing Dancing on Ice, having that structure, having that everyday thing of going in, having to go and do something that's really, really grueling, really, really hard, it's given me a sense of who I am again. And I've really I've embraced it, and I'm really, really thankful to Dance on Ice and giving me the opportunity.
Have any old teammates reaching out, having a go about the sparkly outfits and the leotards?
Yep, I'm in a group with my old West Ham teammates, and when I was Wolverine, believe me, they were unforgiving.
So, can you tell us any tips for what's going on this Sunday? What you're dancing to, or we got to keep that a secret?
What I can say is that it's 80s week.
Oh, okay.
This weekend. I'm enjoying my new routine. It's a good song, a song that everybody knows. But yeah, I'm what am I? A couple of days out from doing the live show. Yeah. But we only get 4 days to actually learn a new routine.
Wow.
So it's always very, very intense throughout the week.
Fantastic. Well, look, we'll keep an eye out for you. Get the listeners behind you. Good luck with it all.
No problem.
We'll talk a bit of West Ham while we got you on. And Graham Potter's start at the club.
I've been quite impressed, I think.
Yeah. What have you made of it so far?
Yeah, I think it's doing fantastic. There's a clear identity of what he wants to do. And I think that the players are responding to it very, very well. You know, I think also the introduction of some of the young academy graduates and the academy players always bodes well to our fan base and to us as fans. Yeah. You know, so him embracing that along with a nice style of football, and not just that, lads who are going to run first and play second. I think he's marrying all that together. It's a good start, but we have a long way to go.
It looks like Evan Ferguson's going to be on the bench and he's going to be fit enough to be involved. Well, that's going to be interesting.
Good sign,
we were just chatting to Tony Cascarino about him earlier on. Saw him playing for Ireland. Thought he just didn't quite look the same player he did in those early days at Brighton, but that could be confidence. It could be anything. Maybe a fresh start could be good for him.
Definitely. I think when you don't play as much, I think as footballers, and especially people that play as a striker, they need to be playing regularly. They need to be on the pitch. They need to be in them positions regularly. And when he starts playing more and more often, you know, which I'm sure he's going to at West Ham, you know, I'm hoping we'll see the Evan Ferguson that a lot of people saw at Brighton.
We see on a regular basis how important Jarrod Bowen is for this team, Anton. And, I mean, one of the jobs Graham Potter and his coaches are going to do is, and the ownership as well to an extent, we're showing some ambition, is, you know, for him to want to stick around, to be able to stick around at the club, because, you know, he's a very, very good player, and he'd have options. So he has to believe that the club's going somewhere and he can grow with it.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the club is showing that ambition in terms of the supporting the managers financially, you know, and bringing players in. But Jarrod, he loves West Ham, you know. He's a living legend at the football club. The goal that he scored in the Conference League finals put him up there with the greats of our football club, you know. But also, it's embedded in him. You know, he's marrying into a family that are West Ham through and through.
Yeah, that's a factor,
you know,
I think.
But not just that. The one thing he has done is he's embraced us as a fan base, us as a football club, and he's just been his normal self. All he's done is been himself, and with his work ethic and his ethics as a person, you know, he's shining through as a West Ham player through and through.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be going round to Danny's house to tell him he was asking to go on the transfer list. His partner Danny, though, has revealed what he would like to do when he stops playing football.
That was interesting.
Not coaching, not punditry. So he apparently said that he wants to be a gamer, a professional gamer,
have his own coffee shop,
and have his own coffee shop as well. Like a bit of a throwback. I mean, just see him in there, a barista. Yeah, that's
to be fair. To be fair, the amount of coffees I see him and the lads drink when we was away on pre-season in the summer, I can believe that.
Well, nice one, Anton. Look after yourself. Good luck in dancing on ice.
Thank you.
And we'll catch up with you soon.
Much.
Take care.
Cheers. Thank you very much, guys.
Stuff.
Paul Hawksbee and Andy Jacobs, Monday to Friday afternoons 1 till 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.